At 18 years old, I was heading nowhere. I knew it. I just didn't care. Then one night I saw a Navy commercial, and something in me shifted. By the next morning, I had enlisted. No long deliberation, just a decision. That decision saved my life. I grew up in Red Oak, Texas. Standards were present, pressure was also present. But I had no defined mission. And without a mission, I drifted. That drift turned into rebellion. It became drug use. It became a life that looked a certain way on the outside, but was hollow at the core. I wasn't a bad person. I was a capable person with no direction. There's a difference. But the outcome is still the same. You drift towards destruction. When I saw the Navy commercial, I saw structure, brotherhood, discipline, purpose, all in a 30-second TV commercial. By the next morning, I'd enlisted. I didn't overthink it. I didn't make a pros and cons list. I made a decision, and I never looked back. Some men wait for the perfect moment. I just moved. When I headed to Great Lakes, Illinois for boot camp, it didn't inspire me or motivate me. It dismantled me. Every excuse, false identity, every comfort I'd been hiding behind was stripped away. What was left was raw potential, waiting to be shaped. I learned something that I've never forgotten. Human potential is unlocked when comfort dies and truth is faced. I emerged with discipline, mental toughness, emotional resilience, and most importantly, a new identity. I was no longer drifting. I was becoming. Over the next 23 years, I rose through the ranks. Not because someone handed it to me, because I refused to operate at less than the standard demanded. I made Master Chief in 17 years, 3 years ahead of the typical curve. They called me Master Chief, not because I lacked compassion, because I refused to lower the standard. Under my leadership, approximately 60% of the sailors I'd led were promoted. The military average is 13%. Standards produce results every time. Leadership that costs nothing produces nothing. I've seen this pattern everywhere, from the Navy to corporate boardrooms to living rooms across the country. Capable men, driven men, very successful men, drifting. Maybe that's you. You're not using drugs, you're not in Red Oak with no direction, but you're drifting into comfort, into routine, into a version of yourself that is less than what you know you are capable of. At 18, I had nothing to lose. You have everything. And that's exactly what makes it harder to move. Comfort is a better cage than poverty ever was. Comfort is the enemy, and right now it's winning. I was 18 with nothing, and I made a decision to rebuild my entire life. You have resources, you have experience, you have everything you need. What are you waiting for? A Navy commercial changed my life because I was finally ready to stop drifting and start leading. The question is, are you ready? If so, go to leadwithlegion.com. This is what rebuild looks like. I'll see you there.